Popular guns that are actually dangerous. Sounds dramatic, right? But the reality is that some guns become famous not just because of their sleek design or big-name brands, but also due to serious safety concerns. Today we'll go through 6 widely recognized firearms that have flaws serious enough to make you think twice before owning or using them. From design flaws and poor materials to excessive recoil, these guns might be riskier than you realize. We'll start with the least concerning ones and work our way down to the most dangerous firearm on this list. Some of these are extremely well known, even featured in movies and video games. But in real life, they might not be as great as they seem. So which guns made it onto this list? And why are they considered unsafe to use? Let's dive right in and find out. Stick around because you might be surprised to see one of your favorite guns on this list. 6. Brico Jennings. Cheap but unsafe. When it comes to budget-friendly handguns, the Brico Jennings 9 is a well-known name. With an attractive price tag, it has drawn many buyers, especially those looking for a self-defense firearm on a tight budget. But sometimes you get what you pay for couldn't be more true. So what makes this gun dangerous? First off, its construction materials are a major concern. The frame is primarily made of zinc alloy, commonly referred to as pot metal. While inexpensive, this material is far less durable than steel or high-grade aluminum. There have been multiple reports of the frame cracking or even breaking after extended use, which could lead to serious accidents. Second, the trigger mechanism is unreliable. The striker-fired system in the Brico Jennings 9 often feels gritty, inconsistent, and heavy. Not only does this affect accuracy, but it can also lead to dangerous situations, such as accidental discharges or difficulty controlling follow-up shots. Third, the safety mechanism is questionable. Some variants feature a manual safety, but many users have reported failures, where the gun can fire even when the safety is engaged. That's a serious flaw for a firearm intended for self-defense. Finally, the simple blowback action results in harsh cycling. With a lightweight design of around 20 ounce, the recoil is noticeably sharper than other 9mm handguns, making control more difficult. In summary, while the low price may be appealing, the Brico Jennings 9's lack of reliability and safety concerns make it a risky choice. If you're considering a self-defense handgun, this might not be the best option. 5. Taurus PT-22. Compact but unreliable. If you're looking for a small, easily concealable pistol to slip into a pocket or purse, the Taurus PT-22 might seem like an attractive choice. Weighing in at just 11 ounces with a compact frame and a tip-up barrel design, it simplifies loading, particularly for those with weaker hand strength. But don't let its cute appearance fool you. This little gun has some serious issues that make it a risky choice. So what makes the Taurus PT-22 unreliable? First, the trigger mechanism is a major drawback. The PT-22 operates on a double-action only DAO system, meaning every trigger pull requires a long and heavy pull. This not only affects accuracy, but can also cause accidental double taps or failures to fire if the shooter doesn't pull the trigger firmly enough. A potentially dangerous flaw. Second, reliability issues plague this pistol. One of the most common complaints is frequent jamming and feeding failures. Cheap 22 LR ammo tends to cause even more issues, making it hard to trust this gun in real-world self-defense situations. Third, the tip-up barrel system can fail. While this unique feature makes it easier to check or load around without racking the slide, there have been reports of the barrel latch system failing or even breaking over time. If the barrel doesn't lock securely, this could lead to serious malfunctions when firing. Lastly, its compact design can be a double-edged sword. While it's great for concealment, the tiny grip can make it difficult to control, especially for shooters with larger hands. In summary, the Taurus PT-22 might be fine as a collector's item or a fun range gun, but if you're looking for a reliable self-defense firearm, this might not be your best bet. With reliability concerns and a challenging trigger design, you should think carefully before trusting this pistol. Remington Model 700, a legendary rifle with hidden dangers. Ask any hunter or long-range shooter about the Remington Model 700, and you'll likely hear nothing but praise for its exceptional accuracy. First introduced in 1962, The Model 700 quickly became one of the best-selling bolt-action rifles in the world, thanks to its rugged design, high performance, and customizability. However, despite its stellar reputation, older versions of the Model 700 have a serious flaw that can cause the rifle to fire without the trigger being pulled, a potentially deadly issue. So what makes the Remington Model 700 dangerous? The Walker trigger mechanism flaw. Some older Model 700 rifles were designed with the Walker trigger system, which was known for its smooth light pull. However, this system has a critical flaw. If dirt, oil, or debris builds up inside the trigger assembly, the gun can fire on its own without the shooter ever touching the trigger. There have been multiple reports of the rifle discharging when the safety is disengaged, or even when it's bumped slightly, leading to serious accidents. The bigger problem. Remington knew but didn't fix it right away. What's even more concerning is that this issue has been known for decades, but Remington failed to issue a full-scale recall immediately. It took numerous lawsuits and growing public pressure before the company finally launched a free trigger replacement program. However, not all owners took advantage of the program, meaning many Model 700 rifles with defective triggers are still in circulation today. Despite the danger, the Model 700 is still an excellent rifle. There's no denying that the Model 700 is an accurate and powerful rifle, trusted by hunters, professional marksmen, and even military snipers. It is built with a solid steel action, barrels ranging from 20 to 26 inches, and can be highly customized with different stocks, scopes, and accessories. If you own or plan to buy a Model 700, make sure to check whether it has the Walker trigger, and if it does, replace it immediately to ensure safety. In conclusion, the Remington Model 700 is a top-tier rifle in terms of performance, but older models with the Walker trigger pose a serious safety risk. If you own a pre-recall Model 700, getting the trigger replaced is a must to prevent unexpected and dangerous misfires. 3. Mossberg Shockwave. Cool but hard to control. If there's a shotgun that makes you feel like you're in a Hollywood action movie, the Mossberg Shockwave is a top contender. With its compact design and unique Raptor grip handle, this shotgun looks intimidating and stylish. But behind the badass appearance lies a major issue. It's extremely difficult to control when fired. Compact design, advantage or liability. When Mossberg introduced the Shockwave 12 gauge, they aimed for a shotgun that was lightweight yet powerful, ideal for home defense. With a short 14-inch barrel, it's highly maneuverable and legally classified in a unique way that avoids certain restrictions in the U.S. However, this also creates a huge problem. The gun has extreme recoil and is hard to control. The lack of a traditional stock means no stable point of contact, making the gun much harder to handle. When firing full-powered 12-gauge shells, the recoil can kick the barrel upward violently, throwing off your aim or even making you lose control. If not held properly, the shotgun can slip out of your hands or even hit your face, leading to serious injuries. Is the Shockwave a good choice for home defense? The Mossberg Shockwave is marketed as an ideal self-defense weapon, but in reality, it's not the best choice for most people. To fire accurately, you must use both hands with a firm grip, making maneuvering in tight spaces more difficult. If you're not experienced with shotguns or not used to handling strong recoil, firing multiple shots quickly is nearly impossible. The gun lacks traditional sights, meaning that accurate aiming at a distance is quite difficult. Who should and shouldn't use the Shockwave? If you're an experienced shotgun user, have strong arms, and know how to manage recoil, the Shockwave can be a fun gun to shoot or collect. But if you're looking for a practical self-defense shotgun that's easy to use and control, the Shockwave isn't the best option. A full-stock shotgun like the Mossberg 500 or Remington 870 would be far more reliable. In conclusion, the Mossberg Shockwave is a uniquely designed, eye-catching shotgun, but handling it is a real challenge. If you're not skilled with high recoil firearms, it may cause more problems than benefits in a self-defense situation. 2. Desert Eagle 50 AE, powerful icon, but dangerous. If there's one handgun that has achieved legendary status in movies and video games, it's the Desert Eagle 50 AE. With its massive design, intimidating look, and insane firepower, this gun has become the ultimate symbol of raw power. But behind its reputation lies a series of problems that make it impractical for real-world use. Incredible power. But is it necessary? The 50 Action Express AE version of the Desert Eagle is one of the most powerful handguns ever made. It fires a massive 50 AE round at high velocity, delivering far greater stopping power than most standard handguns. However, sometimes too much power is a bad thing. Extreme recoil. The sheer power of this gun makes it very difficult to control, especially for those with smaller hands or less experience. Heavy weight. Weighing nearly 2 kilograms, 4.5 grams, it's almost twice as heavy as a Glock 17, making it uncomfortable to carry or use in a self-defense situation. Expensive ammo. 50 AE rounds are hard to find and cost several times more than common rounds like 9mm or 45 ACP. Is the Desert Eagle a good self-defense gun? The answer is no. Despite its immense power, the Desert Eagle is not a practical choice for personal defense. Difficult to operate. Unlike Glocks or SIG P320s, the Desert Eagle uses a gas-operated system similar to rifles, making maintenance and cleaning more complicated. Slow follow-up shots. Due to its heavy recoil and bulky size, rapid and accurate follow-up shots are nearly impossible. Poor concealability. Its massive frame and weight make the Desert Eagle completely impractical for concealed carry. Who should own a Desert Eagle? If you want a powerful gun for collecting or recreational shooting, the Desert Eagle is a fun and unique choice. But if you need a practical self-defense handgun, there are far better options like the Glock 19, SIG P365, or Smith & Wesson M&P 9. In conclusion, the Desert Eagle 50 AE is an iconic and powerful handgun, but in real-world use, it's too bulky, hard to control, and impractical for self-defense. If you want a gun for real-world applications, there are far better options available. 1. Glock 17, unexpected but for a reason. And at the top of our list, the Glock 17. Some of you might be surprised to see it here because the Glock 17 is widely considered one of the best handguns in the world. So why is it on this list? The main reason is that Glock 17 is not the perfect choice for everyone, and it has some weaknesses that people often overlook. Glock 17, the modern handgun legend. Released in 1982, the Glock 17 revolutionized the handgun world with its durable polymer frame, lightweight design, and unmatched reliability. It has become a favorite among military, law enforcement, and civilian gun owners worldwide. With a 17-round magazine, simple operation, and easy maintenance, it's an extremely capable firearm. So why is the Glock 17 on this list? Too big for everyday carry, EDC. While the Glock 17 is excellent, its nearly 8-inch length and 25-ounce weight make it hard to conceal, compared to smaller models like the Glock 19 or SIG P365. No manual safety. The Glock uses a safe action system, meaning it doesn't have a manual safety like some other pistols. This can be a safety concern for new shooters, as improper holstering or handling can increase the risk of accidental discharge. Trigger feel isn't for everyone. While reliable, the Glock's trigger isn't as crisp as other options like Sig Sauer or CZ pistols, which some shooters might prefer. Is the Glock 17 an ideal handgun? If you need a reliable home defense or duty pistol, the Glock 17 is an excellent choice. But if you're looking for a concealed carry gun, you might be better off with the Glock 19, Glock 43X, or SIG P365, which are more compact and easier to conceal. Also, if you prefer a handgun with a manual safety, the Glock might not be the best fit for you. In conclusion, the Glock 17 is an incredibly reliable pistol, but it's not the best choice for everyone. For buying a gun, make sure you consider your needs and preferences rather than just following the hype. Popular guns that are actually dangerous. Sounds dramatic, right? But the reality is that some guns become famous not just because of their sleek design or big-name brands, but also due to serious safety concerns. Today, we'll go through 6 widely recognized firearms that have flaws serious enough to make you think twice before owning or using them. From design flaws and poor materials to excessive recoil, these guns might be riskier than you realize. We'll start with the least concerning ones and work our way down to the most dangerous firearm on this list. Some of these are extremely well known, even featured in movies and video games. But in real life, they might not be as great as they seem. So which guns made it onto this list? And why are they considered unsafe to use? Let's dive right in and find out. Stick around because you might be surprised to see one of your favorite guns on this list.